Let me guess. When you were single, you were in shape, you took care of yourself. Then you met the love of your life and you guys get married. In a few short years after marriage, you look at yourself in the mirror only to realize that you have gained 30 pounds or more of body fat. If this has happened to you, my man, you are a victim of the marriage effect. Now, what exactly is the marriage effect? Well, as men, we know that we stop growing at 21. But after marriage, now you're growing in a different way. Now you're starting to grow east to west and your shirts are starting to fit a little bit more snug around your belly. See, it's when we get married and we don't even realize that we're slowly putting on body fat. Now, the marriage effect is an interesting thing because it's something that almost no one talks about, but rest assured that everyone notices, especially your friends, your family, your coworkers, when you put on body fat. And the marriage effect has impacted many of men. For example, think about some of your closest buddies, some of your homeboys, before they got married. More than likely, they were slim, lean, trim, and in shape. What does your homeboy look like now after marriage? More than likely, he let himself go. He's gained excess body fat. And this is known as the marriage effect that's taken many men by storm. So in this video, if this has impacted you, we're going to talk about 3 things that you can do today to help with losing excess body fat. Number 1, we're going to talk about how does this even happen? How do men even let themselves go? Number 2, we're going to talk about why it matters. Because many times we think that when we gain body fat, it only impacts us, but it also impacts our loved ones. And thirdly, we're going to talk about what you can do today to take back control so in the future doctor's visits and medical bills are not controlling you. So let's get into it. Number 1, how does this even happen? Why do men let themselves go? Well, truth be told, most men don't even realize it. Just think, when you were single, right, you had a lot of time, a lot of energy to dedicate to yourself. But now that you're married, your time starts to become condensed because now you're focusing on your spouse. If you have kids and little ones, your time is going to them. So your fitness starts to take a back seat because it's no longer a priority. Also, when you were single, more than likely you took care of yourself because you were trying to attract your spouse. You made sure you were in shape. So your drive, it was different. But now that you're married, that drive that you had when you were single, it starts to diminish, it starts to wane. And really, you don't even prioritize your fitness anymore. And you start to pick up bad habits. Now, another reason how this happens and guys let themselves go is largely due to nutrition. Now, nutrition, think about it. Many individuals feel like they don't have time. So they will start to eat stuff in packages, go to different fast food restaurants, 7-Elevens, Quick Trips, and all that ultra processed food over time, being that you're not working out, it starts to add up and compound, and then that's how you put on that excess body fat. Now, I was in your shoes before. I was someone who was a victim to the marriage effect or putting on excess body fat. I was single before, I was in shape, took care of myself, met the love of my life, we get married, and slowly but surely, after marriage, I started to realize I'm gaining weight. My face started to fill out. We were traveling, going on vacation, enjoying ourselves. And when you're on vacation, it comes with different food and different alcoholic beverages. And then I just looked at myself one day when I put on a dress shirt and my cheek was like starting to overflow into my neck collar. And then I just felt sloppy. And thankfully, I caught myself before I got too deep down that rabbit hole where there was a point of no return. And I started doing what I did when I was single, as far as in my habits, my routine and working out, re-implementing it back into after I got married, and I got back into shape. And I've been staying consistent, only gaining about 10 pounds or so after marriage, which truthfully isn't bad. So I've been in your shoes and I know exactly what to do to get out of losing that excess, carrying that excess baggage, if you will. Now let's talk about why it matters. See, when we gain body fat, we think it only impacts us, but that's not true. See, when we gain body fat, it directly impacts our energy and our confidence. Think about our energy, for example. When you're carrying around body fat and then you don't have the energy, how are you even performing at work? More than likely, you're not even performing at a high level. Think about when you get home to your family. That high energy that you're supposed to give them, you're more than likely only giving them the crumbs because your energy is so low. Now, you may think it's because of work and stress and the commute, and that may have a role in it, but rest assured that when you're carrying around excess body fat, all those toxins, that's directly impacting how you operate and how you feel, and even impacting your confidence as well. It makes me think of a quote that says, you cannot pour from an empty cup, meaning that your glass needs to be filled first before you can fill other glasses. Now, how does that relate to us as men, as husbands? Well, it means that how can we expect to take care of our loved ones if we can't even take care of ourselves? See, we must take care of ourselves to be leaders, to be that shining example for our loved ones so we can give to them and have that energy to give to them and take care of them as well. That's exactly why it matters. It makes me think about it in my professional career. I work as a firefighter EMT. And when it comes to police work, they have a term that's called repeat offenders, meaning that someone who repeats a crime over and over again. Well, in EMS work, firefighting work, we have someone who are called repeat patients. They call over and over again for the same reason. And it makes me think about an individual who had poor nutrition and who had a bad vice with alcohol. And this individual will always call us. And I can just remember that his family members just looking like in disgust, really, like, sorry, you guys are here again. And it was almost looking at the individual, the patient, they was like in disgust because it looked like he couldn't really take care of himself. And really he was wasting his family members' time when they could have been doing something else. But now his family members are here with him because he can't take care of himself. He had poor nutrition, so he was like real lazy, no energy. And sad to say, a few months went by and I noticed that we wasn't responding to his particular area or his home. And I asked around, they said, well, he finally succumbed to alcohol and his poor nutrition. He just didn't take care of himself. And it makes me think he didn't really have the self-control to really tackle his fitness, his nutrition. And it really impacted his family members. So this is why it matters. It's not just about us. It's about our loved ones. Can we be there for them? Can we operate at a high level for them? Especially when it matters most. Number 3, how to take back control before doctor's visits and medical bills start to control you. Number 1, what I want you to do is take accountability. Take accountability for where you are right now. Stop blaming your wife. Stop blaming working long hours. Whatever the case may be, maybe your wife is cooking delicious meals. That's a blessing. But take accountability that you gained weight because you lack self-control. You had no control over what you consumed. And once you take accountability, everything else can move forward from there. Number 2, I want you to understand that you didn't gain this weight in a day, overnight. In fact, you gained this weight over a period of time. So stop trying to lose this weight in 2 weeks. Stop trying to do these fad diets, burn, get six-pack abs in 12 days. Like, really, think about this. You gained the weight over time, so stop trying to lose it so quickly. Now, the poor habits that you built over time, what you're going to do today is replace it with good habits. Now, you may say, well, I don't have any time, but yet you're sitting back, you're watching the game. If you're watching the game, continue to enjoy the game, but it shows you have time. If you're watching Netflix, it shows you have time. And you may think, well, this is my form of relaxation from work. Well, you keep it for now. I don't agree with it, but you keep it for now. All I want you to do today is during those commercial breaks, and this is something that I did, each time a commercial comes on, drop down and do 30 push-ups. That's it. And what you're going to find is by the end of the night, more than likely you done did 1 to 200 push-ups easily. Now, stretch that out over 30 days and you found that, wow, now you're starting to build good habits and you're doing a few hundred push-ups easily in 30 days. See, once you start to replace those poor habits with the good habits, this is how you're going to change your body. Another thing you can do is look at what you're eating every single day. And whatever you're consuming every single day, see if you can have it every other day or eliminate it Monday to Friday. For example, there was a firefighter who loved soda that I work with. He drank soda every single meal, every single shift I saw him. He said, I love soda, Will. I love it. I said, okay. I said, listen, I used to love soda too growing up. But he wanted to lose body fat. And I said, if you really want to lose some weight without working out, just drop the soda Monday to Friday. Only have it on weekends. Drop the soda during the week and only consume it on the weekends. You know, he did that and he lost 5 pounds of body fat without working out only because he dropped the soda. So it goes to show that soda carries so much sugar and fructose corn syrup. Maybe your thing isn't soda. Maybe you like having a bagel or a donut, a sugary coffee every single morning. See if you can alternate it or forego it Monday to Friday and only have it on the weekends. If you do that, combined with you doing 30 push-ups each commercial break over 30 days, you're going to look in that mirror and you're going to start to see that change in your physique. And others are going to start to see it, especially your wife. She's going to start to see it in 30 days if you do those two things alone. So you're going to start replacing your poor habits with good habits today. And another way you can take back control, this is probably the most important, is to reconnect with your why. Because your why is what's going to keep you going even on those days you don't feel like doing it. Think about why so many people fail on January 1st and they have these goals. It's because their why isn't deep enough. It's all those individuals who say, I want to get in shape for my vacation, or I want to get in shape for my best friend's wedding. They get in shape, the event comes and it goes, and now they're back out of shape. It's because their why was superficial. You need a deep enough why to keep you going and to keep you in shape. A deep enough why is living for your family members, not giving them the crumbs. See, when you say, I want to be there for my kids, walk my daughter down the aisle, have energy and stamina to be able to play with my son as he grows older. When you think about these things, whatever it is, when you connect it to your family or something deeper, that's going to give you the drive to keep on going and to make sure that you stay in shape, because your family deserves the highest version of you. They don't need a perfect version of you. They just need someone who's going to be consistent, who shows up, who's going to be present for them. So reconnect with your why. Figure that out, what that is. Write it down in your notes of your phone and save it as your screensaver. So every time you look at your phone, you're already reconnecting with your why, and it's going to keep you going. So I want to know, drop a comment below. What is your biggest challenge that's keeping you from getting in shape as a married man? Is it because you feel that you truly don't have the time? Or is it because you want to get in shape, but maybe your spouse isn't fitness inclined? Whatever your challenge is, I want to hear your story. Drop a comment below. Understand that the marriage effect has impacted many of men. But if you have found this channel and if you're still here, that indicates to me that you are someone who's serious and you don't have a TikTok brain, as they call it. And if you want to change your physique, make sure you hit the subscribe button, because I'm going to drop content that I wish I would have had that would have shortcut my results when I first got started. I'm looking forward to sharing the next video with you.